Well, still plan on shopping after the stuffing? Well, Brian Rich is trying to stop that. He's behind something called Boycott Black Thursday on Facebook, and he's getting quite the following for it. Your point is what? You just think it's borderline sacrilegious to even think of shopping that day?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of twofold. You've got the issue of workers' rights, people being compelled to come in and work mandatory shifts on Thanksgiving, and then you've also just got the American tradition issue, where we've had this holiday for hundreds of years, and only in the past few years retailers have decided that it's more important to have these big doorbuster sales on Thanksgiving than to actually allow people to celebrate the holiday with their families.
Well, I commend what you're trying to do, Brian, but you're a young guy, but there was a time when you couldn't shop on Sundays. I mean, it was few and hard between to find stores that would be open on that day, and that's gone by way of the dodo bird in most locales, not all. But the Thanksgiving is probably following suit. What do you say?
You know, that's a great point, except the way I see it is with Thanksgiving, this is a holiday that it transcends just about everything. In fact, the holiday started in about 1621, was the first Thanksgiving. It's older than the country itself, and it's something that it's not just religious people, it's not just retail workers, it's really everybody gets behind this message. And you know, Thanksgiving is a day where we're supposed to just be thankful for what we have, and I think everyone can agree in this country that's something we could really use a little bit more of. Just one day where we're thankful, and that message has been resonating really well with people across the country and getting a lot of support.
Yeah, tell me what you've gotten and what you've heard, how many are friending you and all of this other stuff.
Right, yeah, so we came into this year, I started in 2011, but we came into this year with about 7,400 likes on Facebook. Since the last couple of weeks, we've gone up to 107,000 likes as of today, and we're adding between 2,000 and 3,000 a day on average, up to about 8,000 to 10,000 on some of the bigger days. So people are just really hearing this, they're seeing it, and people of all stripes, it's a nonpartisan issue, they see it, and when they really think about it, they think, this feels wrong at a core level, and I just feel like we should not have these sales on Thanksgiving Day.
I guess that depends if they like their family, whether they're blood relatives or their in-laws. But what about you and your family? Are there some secret shoppers who every time you enter the room, Brian, they go, shh, he's here, quiet?
No, I'm fortunate. I have a wonderful family, multiple generations that all live here in the same city. And we all really have we put a high value on the family time we have together. And we do have Black Friday shoppers, and more power to them. A lot of our supporters are Black Friday shoppers. They just don't like to see that tradition get ruined at the same time.
No, that's a good point, because Friday is the day after Thanksgiving. Plenty of time to shop. Brian Rich, thank you.
Thanks for having me, Neil.
Meanwhile, is the president shaking up his team?